Hello, today's motivational message is motivation. So for most, and especially most that are struggling with motivation at any point, motivation tends to be a vague thing, an external thing that people are looking for versus the truth that motivation really comes from within, and that motivation is a skill. So it is something you can be bad at, and it's something you can get better at. It's something that you can not practice and ignore and struggle with, or you can struggle and get better at and practice. And with anything, clarity helps. So to have a clear definition of motivation. So motivation is a cognitive, emotional comparison between two outcomes. What does that mean? That means there's where you are and where you want to go, and there's bridging that gap. And a lot of times that is the difference between looking at it short-term emotional, long-term logical, and you can definitely and want to apply good emotion to long-term logical to make that stick. But most of the time, short-term emotion wins, and that's usually not a good thing. So knowing that short-term emotion usually wins, and then what do we do about that to set ourselves up for success? So the true one percenters in the world, in a good way, the good one percenters, the best of the best at anything, are very aware that their willpower is limited. They're very aware that they are emotional creatures and that they are irrational creatures. And so they set themselves up and they set up their habits and their support systems and their environment so they can stack the odds in their favor of success, even though and in spite of the fact that they are emotional creatures, irrational creatures, and have a limited willpower. Going along with that, we have our stages of change. Not just stages of change, but it's not on there, but those are the successful stages of change. And that is from the biggest study of successful people that have changed. And so what's on there is pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and number 6, where I'm going to focus today, relapse and recycle. For many people, relapse is failure, or that's the meaning of it for them. Instead of, it's a very important distinction to realize that relapse is part of success. So to recognize that and to really work 1 through 5, getting better and better and better, and having 1 through 5 last longer and longer and longer. But when you do relapse, realize, okay, my objective is to shorten up that relapse period, make that relapse period better, and get back to recycle and work it over again. And to also know that many people that get that change, that good change to stick, have gone through this 10, 15 times before they get it to stick. And for some people, it's really their whole life. And that's okay. That's not okay, it's a good thing to realize that that's really part of the success system. Get plenty of inspiration from things around you, but then really motivate yourself, inspire yourself, set up your habits, set up your environment, set up your support system so that you can be successful despite of the fact that you are an emotional creature with limited willpower and an irrational creature. Thanks for listening.